back with Teeny Tarot, and let's see what's going on in your energy. Okay, caught that one. Seven of Swords and Knight of Swords. So these are the only two that flipped showing, and then these two are flipped covered. So Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords. It looks like you're withholding some sort of communication. Oh my god, and then I flipped over, it's Seven of Cups is the next card. And then the Ten of Wands. Okay, so did you just like reject someone or friend zone someone? I feel like you're withholding some sort of communication here from someone because you have another option or something else to go with. Why do I feel like, oh, I don't want to be the one delivering this message. I feel like you just friend zoned someone, or you're in the process of friend zoning someone and you're afraid of their reaction, or you just don't want to like receive the reaction. So you're withholding from like friend zoning this person completely, or from saying like what you need to say. It's a very strange dynamic. I feel like you have a very strange relationship with someone. I think you could have hooked up with this person already or in the past, and you decided like you don't like this person like that, or you didn't feel the same way. So you're definitely in this Knight of Swords in reverse energy. You've probably tried to show this person that you don't feel the same way by acting out a certain way with the Seven of Swords in reverse. You could have been doing like some sneaky stuff, or just been trying to like portray a certain like a persona to this person. Seven of Cups in reverse, though, they're not taking the hint, and it feels like you're trying to come up with like new and more clever ways to kind of get this person to understand that you're not feeling the same feelings, probably without actually friend zoning this person, without saying the words, you know, without telling them like I don't like you. You're just trying to find every other way. Like maybe you're bringing other people around this person, or you're trying to like I don't know, hook up with other people in front of this person, or all these other things I'm seeing you trying to do instead of just telling this person, hey, I'm not interested. You have the High Priestess coming out in reverse. I think that you should just tell this person how you're feeling, because it feels like that news is going to come out sooner or later. Spirits are laughing because I feel like this is one of those messages where like it's like I don't want to be the one to deliver this message, but it's because you don't want to deliver this message to this person. That's why I feel this way about the tarot reading. There's nothing wrong with this message. It just feels like it's very dramatic, and it shouldn't be this dramatic. Let me see why you don't like this person. What is it exactly? Oh my god, okay, why am I hearing like a dead fish in bed? I don't know, that could be personal or very, take it how it resonates, but maybe this person has a very like Debbie Downer personality. Maybe they're just somebody who's always very negative, or making a situation feel like a dead zone, like just like you're very confused around this person, or they just make you feel really off. You also got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They could be someone who doesn't make a lot of money, or maybe they depended on you to like pay for more than something that you wanted to, or they put you in a position where you had to like put more funds out than this person did, and it made you feel a certain way about that. Again, I don't want to deliver this message, I'm just delivering it, but it feels like maybe this person cheapskated out on like a date or something, and you were like, and it really put you off. One more to see. The Hierophant. Upright. This person could have been very dreamy. Super dreamy personality. Like, not dreamy as in like Mr. Dreamy from like Grey's Anatomy, but like dreamy as in like very in their head. Not a very logical person. Kind of a Pisces energy maybe, but you just kind of felt like this person wasn't very logical, and they didn't make a lot of sense, and you couldn't really like, I don't know, maybe you had very different personalities when it came to that. Like this person thought a certain way and you weren't in that same mindset, so you couldn't see how the both of you could make it work long term. All in all, it just seemed like you had a bunch of differences and you weren't very attracted to this person. And then you had the Page of Pentacles coming out underneath it, the Five of Pentacles. You could have had outside influence too, like maybe other people said something about this connection that made you feel a certain way, or maybe that's happening now. I'm kind of getting an idea of like when you hang out with this person, maybe people are like, oh, is that your boyfriend or is that your girlfriend? And you're kind of turned off by that because it's not what you want to portray. But with the Page of Pentacles, it's like, it's because I feel like you're still hanging out with this person and you're not trying to cut them off in a rude way. You're trying to like still kind of be nice. But I feel like because of that, because of the Page of Pentacles, your kindness or what you're trying to what you're trying to extend as kindness is actually resulting in like frustration because this person's thinking one way or thinking you feel one way and other people are viewing it that way, and now it's frustrating you because it's not what you want, especially like with it being like something that you're trying not to have people think. It's stressing you out. 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's not something that, especially like if you have other partners or if you are hooking up with other people and you're trying to show this person like, hey, I don't like you, you were just a friend. You don't want the people you're hooking up with to think that you're like also like hooking up with this other person that you're friend zoning or whatever. Does that make sense? It's just giving off like you're in a very confusing dynamic and you kind of just want to rid yourself from it, but you don't really know how to necessarily do that. Trust your gut. I think you know exactly how to do that. You know exactly what to say, but I think you're running circles around this person because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Sometimes you do have to be in that Queen of Wands energy. You do have to stand up for what is valid. Not so much what is right, because of course it is your own opinion, but what is valid in your own emotions. So if you don't feel this way, or if you don't feel the same way about that person, you owe it to them to let them know that you don't, just so there isn't any more confusing energy. And I don't know, maybe you really need to check your energy too. I'm only going to say this because of the card that's coming out. It was the Lovers. So I'm only going to say this, that maybe you do care about this person more than you're letting on, and that's why you don't want to cut them off in a way that's really mean or like really super rude, because maybe you do somewhere inside kind of have a weird love for this person or weird feelings for this person, and you don't want to admit it, so you friend zone them. And that's fine. If you don't want to admit it to yourself right now, that's fine. But the Lovers did come out, so that's how I'm going to say it. If this person somehow does get your attention in the future, maybe it could potentially be something that works out. Maybe that's how it's supposed to play out. Maybe you're supposed to reject this person now, and it'll come into balance when it's supposed to. But whatever it is, I just had all my cards fall on the floor. Whatever it is, it just feels like you do have a choice to make here if you want to cut this person off. They're friends on them. My stomach is growling, so I'm going to go eat.